I was bullied a lot in high school. The jobs were there, you know, but I think it was my mutual exit. I participated in a beauty pageant. I think that's what really, actually, this is why we're here. I want you to see the opportunity of not being employed, of not finding the job that you wanted. You know, where there is a problem lies an opportunity. And I am true definition of that, okay? So I lack the structure because I'm young university. But anyway, I do feel that nginayo void, and now and again, ngiyattriggerishe. Are you married? Lol. Hi guys, welcome to the village. My name is Boni. I create content around careers, education, with a dose of reality check. I just came back from a yoga class and thought, let me record this video quickly before my son comes back from preschool. Anyway, as I've mentioned, my name is Boni. I create content around careers, but if you are new to this channel, maybe you're not familiar with it, please do not use this channel as a career guidance page. I don't offer career guidance or career advice. Use this channel as a bridge. So I'm saying a bridge because you don't know how much are people earning, and you're not going to ask people directly how much they're earning, and they will not share it with you. But I'm the bridge, you know. Just use me as the person who's a bridge who can get you the information, right? Now, frequently asked questions about me. I am not doing a get to know me video as such, but I'm just going to answer your frequently asked questions, okay? My name is Boni. I went to Umlazi Commercial High School, which is a public school, obviously. Ilokshini Umlazi Kavi, okay? I was a very smart kid. I was book smart. But a lot of things happened for me in high school, including bullying. And the bullying part is the reason I had to re-record this video after seeing someone's video on TikTok talking about how they want to quit school because of bullying, you know. So I was triggered and I thought, you know what, let me include this in my Q&A. I was bullied a lot in high school, which led me to hanging around with the wrong crowd so that I can fit in, and therefore that affected my grades badly, okay? I went and sat with the group where I was the smartest and everyone was taking from me, and I was not getting anything from that group. But as you know, in high school it's called protection, so that you can be protected, okay? So that's one part of my high school. And then two, I was in grade 10, 11, around the change politically. So there was a lot of strikes, SATU strikes. I remember in grade 10, 11, I was hardly at school, you know. I think the whole year, maybe I went to school equivalent of 3 months or something, okay? So that really affected me academically. By the time I wrote matric, okay, but I took responsibility afterwards, you know. I really took responsibility, and then I just wanted to do something that can like allow me to explore. Then my matric was not good, so I did travel and tourism at Tamelin College, which was a 1-year course. And let me tell you now, back then you could get a nice job. I have a friend who did the same course. She progressed, got her house, got married, got a car, you know. So she was working as a travel consultant. So it does not mean that you couldn't find a job with that certificate or diploma. They were calling it a diploma, but now that I think about it, actually it's a certificate. It's a higher certificate. It's not a diploma. But guys, you know, back then, ngaboma 1997, 1998, I being a NQFs, okay? So sharp. So that's what happened. That's the course I did. And then after that, I couldn't find a job. When I look back, it's not about racism. In travel and tourism, you speak a lot on the phone. You speak a lot on the phone. So my accent was not neutral. Yeah. So I did not have the neutral accent. And there was another friend of mine who is a social worker now. Hi, Deborah. I think she also suffered the same fate because we did not have a neutral accent. We did not have accent a neutral. You see? You see? This is the very reason. Anyway, guys, you know what I mean. Sharp. So, and then after that, I did one of my brother, foster brother, he advised me to go back to school and try and pursue become accounting, because he always felt that I was smart and I was capable. It's just that my matric was not good, but I must just go back and try and do a bridging course, a UKZN. I went, and I won't lie, I wonder if I still have I don't think I still have my transcripts. I was doing well. I was actually getting my 70s, my 60s. So it was going well, lapha bridging course. But there was just a lot of things, personally, family-wise, that were going on. And as a result, I moved to Joburg with my brother. I tried to study via UNISA while working. I think moving to Joburg was the biggest mistake. That way everything just went south. If I stayed in Durban or KZN and just saw my course through, because I was not struggling academically, so I went to UNISA. I was working on my brother's company. Then there was just a lot of things. They were just going east, and it was just messy. The arrangement that was there with my brother and his wife, and okay. So from there, I was like, okay, what can I do now? Let me go to the UK. So that's how I went to the UK. So going to the UK, it was not for maybe career advancement. It was honestly just to do something, So that's when I went to the UK. Okay. Yeah, that's as far as academics are concerned, So already we are gathering that, oh, okay, I don't have a degree. No, I don't. And then when I came back from the UK, I did other courses to supplement my travel and tourism certifications that I needed in the travel space. People who work in the space, they know about Galileo. And another one, I tried doing that again. Even there, I was very sharp. I was getting 90s, 999, and even it was a short course now, maybe 2 weeks in, and it was hard, and it was hard and expensive back then. In 2006-ish, it was around a 2 weeks course to cost around 5.5. So I had saved up from the UK to come back and try and do that. And even with that shame, my friend, especially the one that worked in the tourism space, she tried everything. Hi Mahoto. She tried. She really tried to hook me up with jobs. The jobs were there, but I think it was my neutral accent. The jobs were there, so I can never say it's because of the course that I did. No. And I honestly think if I did find a job, I was going to be happy. I loved traveling, and I loved exploring and whatnot. I really wanted a career in the travel industry. And I know right now, 20 years later, I would have gone up and did something, and maybe I would have studied further, had a degree in something. I really think I would have done well in the travel space. For some reason, I really believe that I would have done really well. Even maybe I would have even had like my own business. The friend that I'm talking about, we even tried to bid for tenders because I had the entrepreneurial spirit, and she had the expertise. We tried to share with my friend, but there was a lot of like financial backup that you needed, as much as she had industry experience, but there was a lot of financial, because if you get a tender, these people are going to be running a bill, flying to Dubai, doing this and that, and they will pay you after 3 months. So yeah, but I have no regrets, and I really think I was going to do well. But when I looked back, I could see that it was the accent issue. And so then after that, got into business. I registered a company, like just supplying stuff there and there, but that's not really a business, so I was just doing that. And then there was a time whereby I participated in a beauty pageant. I think that's what really, actually, this is why we're here. This is why we are sitting here today. It comes from that moment when I participated in a beauty pageant. I was already 25. This lady approached me, asked me if I'm a model, what, like, oh gosh. And I was like, no. But to cut the long story short, after that, I was exposed to working with fashion designers. I didn't win, but I was exposed to working with fashion designers. Again, there was an opportunity, but due to the fact that, one, I lacked confidence a lot, and I was always cautious of the fact that I don't speak English fluently. So again, another opportunity was presented, but it didn't take me. It didn't benefit me like how it would benefit other people, you know. But trust me, that's what led me to getting into marketing. I never knew I can market things, I can do things creatively. Like, I just didn't know. All I wanted was to be a travel consultant. That's the only thing I wanted to be, so I never thought of anything outside of travel. I think I had looked for a job from 2000. Hey guys, no, I did look for a job. Trust me, I did. Maybe over 7 years trying to get into the travel space. Like, I wanted to be a travel consultant for some reason, So anyway, guys, with the modeling thing, I got to meet fashion designers, okay? And then I noticed that these people are quite talented, but they don't know how to promote themselves. Yabo. So I just came with this idea, opened my first company called InStyle Consultancy, and I was doing fashion marketing with fashion designers in around Durban. I was producing fashion shows. It just gave me sort of like purpose, because the other stuff that I was doing, which was like tender work related, I really didn't have passion for it, so if you are supplying something there, yeah, but also I was like, and this was really like supply. So I always felt like I need something that will give me skills. Like, I don't have skills, at that point I was starting to think like that. And then, yeah, I can really say that opportunity with modeling, it really, that's where my life changed, and it just had a domino effect, because after that I was sitting with one of my clients, and one of his neighbors worked at a radio station, Durban Youth Radio. His neighbor was Tabani Mkize. Ura, hi Ra. So Ra saw me. It's like, this girl sounds very informed. I think he would be great for a feature at DYR. And then please give me her number, or tell her that we're interested in having doing one of the features on a Tuesday. And then this girl who was Slee, who was my client, then Slee tells me about this opportunity. I don't know this radio station. I'm not in entertainment. I don't know. I was like, what is that? She says, no, it's a community radio station that broadcasts here in Durban. I was like, okay, fine. I'll have a look. And yeah, that's how I got into broadcasting. Tabani really gave me an opportunity, and again, that's what built my confidence. Yes, modeling did build my confidence. This is why I always advise parents who have shy kids, kids who have self-esteem issues, or maybe social anxiety. I always advise them to take their kids for modeling classes. They don't need to be in a beauty pageant like me, but they can just go to modeling classes. It does not matter the weight. They don't need to be skinny. They can go to modeling classes, photo shoots and stuff. Those things, they will really like boost your confidence. I know, guys, this is not something that you expect from me, but trust me, it works. Please don't forget to like and share this video, and continue to drop me any questions. Maybe we'll have a part 2, I don't know. I'll try and answer all your questions. Okay, so where I was, so then that's how I got into marketing, guys. Okay, okay, then I did the radio gig with Kim Diva. Hi Diva. We did the radio show there with her. Yeah, I had a good time. I was getting invited to Durban Fashion Week. We still had Durban Fashion Week, guys, those days. And it's just so happened that Ukos FM was trying to get a younger audience. So they came and took all the experienced DYR presenters, and then I had the opportunity to have my own show on DYR, and I never imagined that I can have a radio show. So on my radio show, I did similar content, believe it or not, back in a day when there wasn't much content on radio based on careers. Believe me, I was doing that. Most people, even today, you find that most people are mostly focused on business content, but believe me, I did business content as well for the youth, but careers, how to write your CV. I will allow people to send their CVs to the show, and then I'll read out their CVs and try to match them with employers. And I would have someone from, what's this place? That institution, government, legal, what. I would have advocates from there come and teach people about ama-wheel. Guys, this is 2008, 2009. Ama-wheel, yonke lento yokuthi umalume usezobakhipha endlini because ugogo useshonile, that type of content. So I've always been creating content. It's just that it was not on TikTok or YouTube. Okay, so yeah, guys, that's basically a bit about my background, how I got into marketing. And then I just later started working with famous people, because those are the people I was around, people who are in the entertainment space. I was doing marketing for them. And because I had lived in the UK, as early as 2007, I was very active on Facebook. 2006 or 7, almost all my friends, I think I introduced them to social media. So because Nami, I was introduced by my friends from the UK, it was a way of staying in contact with them. So social media when people are still frowning. And also remember, because I was not in corporate, I could just be free on social media. I could, if Twitter comes, I can go on Twitter and give a Twitterist. Yeah, understand? I was one of those first few Twitter influencers back in the days, 2012, 2011, But, I was one of those people who were very influential in Durban back in the days, digitally on social media. If you want something to be pushed on Twitter, I'll be that person. Again, I want you to see the opportunity of not being employed, of not finding the job that you wanted, But the opportunity for me was ukuthi I could be free on social media. I could explore social media without the cringe, being scared ukuthi, oh, my employers are gonna find that I'm online. Because back in the days, people in my age, please let me know in the comment section, guys, if you remember this era whereby you just did not want your employers or potential employers to know that you are on social media. It was not a cool thing. It was not a right thing to be on social media. And that was before LinkedIn days. So Mina, I could explore all these things, the digital space. I could go all in because I didn't have a job. I was just self-employed and doing my own thing. So then that's where the opportunity was. Where my favorite quotes from Murepo Kiyosaki, where there is a problem lies an opportunity. And I am true definition of that. Okay. So yeah, guys, let me answer your questions. I would like an honest review on short courses that you've done in the past and currently, especially the courses that have benefited you as a business person. I would not lie. There is no particular course that I can say it benefited me as a business person. Firstly, I think I'm a creative, not really a business person. I have learned now that being self-employed, working in a creative space and being self-employed and being in business are two different things. I'm self-employed. Other people, like ngizokwenza example ngoba mhlambe Vusi Thembe kwayo is running a business, but mina I'm self-employed. Okay, so I just had to clear that. It's something that I've learned like just recently. Okay, I would like to have a business. I'm working on having a business from next year. But all along, I've been self-employed, to be honest with you. When it comes to short courses, the one course that I recommend, I can still recommend, is the digital marketing course by Red and Yellow. I've done my digital marketing course there. Back in the days, maybe in 2013, it was the Bible. And of marketing, of digital marketing. I'm glad I did it back then because it showed me that digital marketing is not social media. And I know it's 2003 and there are still people who think digital marketing is just social media. So doing that course really helped me to understand that I can't say I'm going to run a digital agency while I have no resources like financial backup, and I can't run a digital agency while I'm a one-man show, basically. It showed me you need a copywriter, you need photographers, videographers, you need to work with web developers. All those people, you pay them. You need SEO specialists, you need PPC specialists. So it really helped me. Amanye courses, guys, I haven't really finished them. There was another one I was doing. I haven't finished them, so I can't give you a review yet. Okay, and also on courses, guys, I really think courses, they are very like skill dependent. By the time I went to do the digital marketing course, I had lots of experience already. I've been doing my thing, just nginhlanhlatha nje, for 4 years already before I did the course. So the course made so much sense to me because I already had experience. But I don't know today. I know they have a degree, like advanced diploma. And I know if, because I want to go back to school and have a qualification, not for a job, but just for me, because I can feel good in a void. I'll be honest, I do have a void yokuthi angizange ngiqede i-degree yami. Okay, I never even started a degree because I was still a UKZN. I was still doing a bridging course. But no, I think UNISA I was now doing the actual. Guys, I can't remember. It's been so long. But anyway, I do feel that nginayo void, and now and again ngiyatriggerisheka. So maybe, I'm not sure, but maybe it's one of the courses that I will do, advanced diploma in digital marketing from Red and Yellow. But it wouldn't be because I want to use it for business anymore. I think it would just be a qualification that will be easier for me because I'm so experienced in it. Okay, sure. What are the best and hardest lessons you learned in your 20s as an aspiring adult and career person? I'll tell you now, the biggest mistakes is not focusing on my education and getting the right foundation career-wise. I was always in a hurry. I was a very anxious person. Yabo. I was always in a hurry. Like, I need to work, I need to do something. Like, I'm a shortcut. I wanna, and also, yeah, I needed structure. Yeah, so I think if I went to university, it was going to give me structure. So I lacked structure because I'm young university. So ngangena structure. But I won't lie. In today, I'm not saying that things can happen if you didn't go to university, because Pilamani said no YouTube. There are lots of other things that are happening. But back then, for me, in the late 90s, I think I lacked structure. So there is the biggest like mistaking ngibone. And also just to plan my life around marriage, like ukuthi ngizoshada yabona nani. So I think those things sometimes ziwenza ukuthi ungabi that focused on your career, because impilo yakho is revolving around another person. Biggest mistake, never again. Okay, but the one thing that I'm proud of, and most people, young people, they neglect it, is their health. You know, you need to take care of your body in your 20s. I am telling you, it will thank you later. You will look at me and say, yo, Boni, una 40 something. And then, yeah, I don't want to stand up and take off my jacket. No, I don't want to do that. Because that's not the environment. But taking care of your body, I am telling you, best investment. Okay, so do that if you are still in your 20s. Having shared several pay slips, do you think some industries are simply underpaying people relative to the amount of work experience they have? Okay, I wouldn't be able to answer that question confidently because I haven't seen all pay slips. Okay, I don't even think I've seen 50% of pay slips, so giving an answer will be misleading. All right, but there are industries that I've noticed that pay well, like tech industry in mining, sharp. Do you recommend a person to have one skill set or multi skill set? Multi-skilled will work for you, but just make sure that it's things that complement each other. Okay, don't be all over the show. Master one thing and move to the next thing. I think there was my problem as well earlier in my years, because I didn't know, am I a PR person, am I a branding person, am I a marketing person, am I a social media person? Like, who am I, you know? But when I look back, ilento yokuba multi-passionate, it's called now multi-passionate. You are a multi-passionate person, you know. Well, back then you were called a person ongenai focus. Yeah, but again, as I've mentioned earlier, I lacked structure and of course discipline. And again, it's because I never had like financial pressures. There was another thing. I never had financial pressures. So this is why I was very chilled sometimes. Do you recommend okay, do you have any advice for a recently qualified artisan electrical engineer who is looking for a job, and if so, what are some of the best companies to go for? Okay, I can't give you advice, but you can check a video that is talking about the best companies to work for, but that was based on a survey that I ran on TikTok. Okay, so I don't think it represents the whole industry, but the companies that are there, most people, they voted for them. So you can check that. But in terms of advice as an electrical engineer, I don't have advice, baby. Okay, what advice would you give to this year's matriculants as they look forward to tertiary or full-time work experience, and any industry considering that the job market is so tight? Okay, the advice that I can give them would say life is so long. Believe me, we grew up thinking, oh my God, I need to rush. I was that person. We are always anxious. I must do this, I must do that. Come gelento, so drop a len, so lena. Like ungabina structure, because we are thinking we are running out of time. Let me tell you something. Life is too long. Okay, even if you didn't do well in matric, there is still an opportunity. But just have a positive mindset and speak to your parents or speak to people that you trust, and humble yourself and recognize your mistakes, and forget about your friends. Whatever happened, just forget. If they're at vets, if they're at UNISA, if they're somewhere else, UKZN, forget about them. Okay? When I just know, would say, okay, if I need to rewrite, just rewrite, because I am telling you, life is too long. Which brings me to, I am going to interview a guy that dropped out of university. He was doing pharmacy, I think, I'm not sure, but he was doing a good cause, a okay cause, but he really wanted to be a doctor. But he had to go back and humble himself and go back to school, wear a school uniform after he had been at varsity. So I'm going to have a chat with him this week, but that interview is going to be published in January. Guys, January content is ready already. It's November today, but January content I am filming. I'm currently filming like crazy, because I want, come January, all the things that you need, they will be there. I can see you are a driven woman. What is your secret to keep putting one foot in front of the other, regardless of what comes your way? I think it's about being delusional, to be honest with you, and believing in your magic, and just really like building your self-esteem and embracing the phase layer cringe. You know, there's a cringe phrase, especially as people who are in the space of creating and whatnot. If you are comfortable with being cringe, you'll go far. And lots of people, they want to be perfect and they are scared, what are people going to say about them, you know? So this is what, and also mina, I think angicomparish kwabanye abantu. I know my time hasn't really come like full circle, yabo. But I can feel it. So it's, oh, okay, you know what? That was not a waste of time. That was not a waste of time. You know, that was not a bad idea. Only now things are coming together. But I've done quite a lot of things whereby it just didn't look like it had value or impact. Yeah, bo. So I think that's the thing. I'm very delusional. And I made sure that I built my self-esteem. So I have a very high self-esteem, you know. This is why even when you go on Facebook and TikTok, you'll see how I respond to negative comments. It's like hilarious, you know, because I'm very like, I have high self-esteem. And it's funny that's because when people see abantu internet, they don't know where they come from, what they know, and what they've been through. You know, we are ready for this. I was ready for this. I've always worked behind the scenes with people who were creating. Some of them were they were not really content creators, but they were in business or they had personal brands that were in the mainstream media. So I'll build their online presence. So I'm quite experienced, and I think some of you can see how I handle myself online and how I handle my channel. Okay. Ngifuna umhlaba ezilalini kupholile. She says she wants land. Okay. I don't live eplazini. I just live in a regular house. So I don't know much about land, and I haven't been here for long. I've been here for 3 years. What has looking at payslips changed about how you see the world and how you advise your daughter on careers? Definitely the one industry that surprised me and I'm looking at it differently is the artisan space. That has been eye-opening. I would not lie to you. Other careers, I was kind of like familiar with them, and there were careers where I thought, okay, I thought those people, they get paid well, but ooh, okay. I try to expose it to people that are working in different sectors, especially the tech space. Black women, okay, most of them, we find that they don't live in South Africa, but yeah, I just try to expose it to them, and yeah, I hope she can make a wise decision. Are you married? Lol. I would like to know more about your experience overseas. Would you consider going back? Definitely no, I would never consider going back. I've made a video on this, and even on TikTok. I think I'll link some TikTok videos on this video so that you can watch that. I spoke about it. Yeah, but no, I'll never go back. I don't see the reason. To be honest with you, that experience really taught me, because I was around a lot of people who are from the rest of Africa, not South Africa. And it just showed me what type of actually you need to go back to school. Like ayikho lento. And nje, like other African countries, except South Africans, Zimbabweans probably, but other African countries, they will be there because bazofunda, or they are pursuing their masters or whatnot. But you find them ukuthi nisebenza nabo ngama weekend, la nisebenza khona, but bona it's not really ukuthi they are here because they need money, or they think they're going to change the situation in Makai. No, they're just here to study. But I know today a lot has changed, guys, and South Africans, they travel more. But to be honest with you, no, guys, I'm feeling hot now, and I'm not. I'm wearing a fitness bra underneath because I just came back from yoga, and then I sat down to record this. Only after this, I'm going to take my second shower. I did take a shower in the morning, but I need to take another one. Okay, can you be someone's agent? When I say an agent, I mean you can be someone's career manager, like finding jobs for them overseas. Okay, I don't think there is a career manager, but I think you meant a recruiter. Yes, I'm working on this, but not for overseas. No, it's not for overseas jobs, but I'm working on this, and it's gonna be in a very small market. It's not gonna be everything. It's gonna be a very small market. It's something that I want to launch soon in 2024. That's my plan. I wonder how it's going to go, but that's my plan. Okay. Are you planning to relocate the farms? Explain. No. I don't think I'll move back to the city. I love it here. I've been here for 3 years, and I love it. And no, I'm not gonna move. I have everything that I need here. If you're a minister of education, what will you do to assist learners to make the right career choices? Okay, education is very political. Education is politics, and I stay away from politics. Because this is why I don't tweet anymore, because I found myself being a keyboard warrior, like a keyboard activist, but I'm not really doing anything, which I find like very counterproductive. This is why I stopped tweeting 10 years ago. I haven't been on Twitter for 10 years, like to really be active on Twitter for 10 years. So to be honest with you, me personally, I would can indaba ye maths lit and go back to 40% pass rate. That's what I would do, and only have comments. Okay, yeah. If this is not too personal, please tell us what kind of internships we are offering to DUT students. Oh, PR. At that time, the first girl that approached me was a PR student at DUT. So that's what I offered. And then I started having a relationship with the professor there. And then she was bringing more students. I think I did that for roughly 2 years. And I was taking one student for 6 months. And okay, so he continued to say, I was so inspired by this. Also, as someone who has mentored people, can you please share what challenges you encounter as a mentor? Because I sense a bit of discomfort from my mentors during teaching practice. First of all, I don't do mentorship. I don't mentor anyone. Guys, I need my own mentorship. So I don't mentor anyone. I don't have that time. I need to make money. I don't have money. I'm broke. So I don't mentor anyone at the moment. But what I notice is if we have mentorship and structured, bora because umuntu can't be accountable. They keep on coming back to you. So there isn't a point whereby they can just go and be totally independent. So if ever I'll do any form of mentorship, it will have to be really structured with our goals, and even if I set goals, but you are born good thing. If this year, this is what you need to achieve. This is what this year, not to say open-ended. So I think it was also a mistake from my side. It was a bit unstructured. Therefore, people didn't take accountability. Please take us through your journey of being unmotivated in high school, as you mentioned, and how you got out of the funk that ended up in self-employment. I think I've mentioned this. So somewhere along the line, you figured how things came together, how I got to be self-employed. But one thing that really helped me, I won't lie, is for my mom to buy a house in a colored community place. Like, we moved from Mlazi ngayohlala eNewlands. So the environment was quite different back in the 90s then. You know, you found that Mlazi nihlala nogogo. But then more figure lapha eNewlands, it's mom and dad type of homes, you know, or it's mom and the kids and the helper, you know. So there is no drunk uncle, no, there's no negativity. So I think that's what my own home Mlazi was not like that. My grandmother was very strict, and there was no drunk uncles. Well, okay, I had a drunk uncle, but sengisho ukuthi it was not chaotic, but just around elokishini, nganazi into yaselokishini. And I got away from my friends, from my high school friends. We just stopped talking after high school, never spoke. Yeah, for over maybe 20 years. We just went different directions. Boni, they continued with whatever that was happening. Yeah, I don't like discussing them, but it was really just changing location. And getting into self-employment, you figured that out if you've watched the other parts of the video. Okay, and really self-employment was by default. I never planned to be self-employed. I wanted to work just like everybody else and ngisebenze, get all the benefits, ngibe happily and work for 40, 45 years and retire. Yabo. So self-employment was by default. It's not like I was this, yeah, I want to work for myself. Obviously now I can't be employed. It's difficult for me. I've tried it recently. It just didn't work. Did your matric results hold you back from many opportunities, and how did the short courses that you have done contribute to your career path? Okay, I've mentioned the short courses. Okay, a lot of things, guys, that I know it's really like self-taught. No one taught me marketing, and I think this is why I'm confident. Because akekho umlungu or someone owangifundisa izinto ngayifundela, you know, and I think this is why I'm so confident. Yeah, so my courses, not really, but I really loved a digital marketing course, yes, a red and yellow. And if I'm considering going back to school, I'll go through red and yellow. It's expensive, but maybe they can sponsor me, you know, but not next year, maybe for 2025, not next year. Next year, I want to launch my other business. So, but the other year, I definitely want to go back to school. Now, you know, not to look for a job, by the way, but to fill the void. Whew. Okay, guys, we've come to the end of this video. Please like, share, and drop me some comments, questions, not comments, like questions. If you have any questions, I am going to respond. Oh my God, it's so hot. See you on the next one. Bye.